welcome. And if you've joined before, thanks for coming back. I'm gonna teach a quick and short 30-minute class. This week, we're gonna focus on the stand salutation. So make yourself comfortable wherever you are, in the garden, in your living room, in the little nook that you found to place a mat or wherever you are. We're gonna get started in cross legs. So bring yourselves onto your sitting bones, cross the legs if this feels comfortable, go half lotus or whatever feels right to you. Just place your hands into your knees. We're gonna close the eyes here, straighten the spine, tuck the chin in towards your chest. Take a deep breath in. And then open the mouth and exhale. Rounding your sitting bones down towards the mat, towards the earth. Inhale again, straighten the spine. And open the mouth, exhale. One more breath. Inhale through the nose. And open the mouth and exhale. Bring your hands into heart center in a prayer. Keep the eyes closed if you can. Take a deep breath in again through the nose. And this time exhale through the nose as well. Draw your attention inwards. Maybe take a second to scan your body from the toes all the way up through the crown of your head. Checking if there is any body part or any area of discomfort, tightness, or soreness. And maybe during the practice now, during the hour or the 30 minutes that we're gonna flow, see if you can work with that body part, maybe releasing some tension, getting rid of some discomfort. And then also check in with your mind. Maybe ask yourself, how are you doing today? If there is anything on your mind that you perhaps want to leave behind for the next half an hour, or that you want to work with for the next half an hour, or anything that maybe is bothering you today, but you can just leave to the side for now, and then practice for 30 minutes and see then, like when you come back after the 30 minutes, see if you were able to maybe let go of something. And take a deep breath in again through the nose. And open the mouth and exhale. Open the eyes. We're going to inhale the prayer up to the sky. Straight spine, look up. And then exhale, push the arms down around you as if there was water around you. So really, really, really push them down. And inhale. Bring them up, palms touch, shoulder down and away from the ears. And exhale, push them down. Spread the fingers wide here. Inhale. Bring them up once more. And then exhale, push them down to the side. Then we bring the left hand down, the right hand comes up and over as an extension of your torso to the left hand side. Push the right shoulder towards the back. Inhale here. Exhale through the nose. Inhale here. And exhale through the nose. And inhale, come all the way up. Place the right hand next to your right sitting bone. And inhale. The left hand up and over to the right as an extension of your torso. Inhale here, push the left shoulder towards the back. Exhale, spread the fingers wide. Inhale. And exhale, very good. And inhale, come all the way up and we start walking the hands right out in front of you. Maybe move the shoulders from side to side, maybe move the hips from side to side. Take a deep breath here, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, see if you can fold forwards. One more breath. Inhale, lengthen to the front wherever you are. And exhale, see if you can fold them. Walk the hands all the way to the right hand side. Take a deep breath in through the left rib cage. Push the left sitting bone down. Exhale here. One more breath. Inhale, lengthen to the side wherever you get. And then exhale here. Now walk the hands all the way over to the left hand side. Take a deep breath here through the nose. And exhale here. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale here. Very good. And bring the hands all the way to the front. Walk the hands in towards you. And we're going to twist. Bring both arms up and down into heart center in a prayer. We're going to bring the right hand left hand to the right knee and twist towards the right. So bring the right hand behind your right sitting bones. Twist to the right hand side, take a deep breath in. Exhale here, look towards the back if you can, over your right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist. Very good. And inhale, come into the center and we counter twist. The right hand this time comes to the left knee. The left hand behind your left sitting bone. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist. So look towards the back over your left shoulder if you can. Inhale. Exhale, one more breath. Inhale. And exhale, very good. And inhale, come all the way to center. Place the hands out down in front of you, and we're going to bring ourselves to all fours. Again, take a second to align yourself. So the knees are hip distance apart underneath the hips. The wrists are shoulder distance apart underneath the shoulders. Spread all 10 fingers wide, really, really wide. You can keep the toes tucked or untucked, whatever's more comfortable for you. And we start circling the hips into one direction, bringing some weight to the front, onto the wrists. Go as slow or as fast as you like. Just start circling the hips into one direction. And then we're going to switch directions, so bring them the opposite way. Switch direction once more. Get some weight to the front, into the wrists, into the hands, into the fingers. And final switch of directions. Very good. Then tuck the toes under and we push back to our very first downward facing dog, keeping it soft. So bend the knees a lot here, pedal through the feet, walking the dog, maybe move the hips from side to side, spread the fingers wide if you haven't already, push all 10 fingers firmly into your mat, distribute weight evenly, and then slowly, slowly find stillness, push the heels down towards the mat, look towards the navel, hug the belly in, and then take a few breaths here, in through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, and out through the nose. If it's too much on your wrist, you can drop down onto your forearms. In through the nose, and out through the nose. Inhale, look towards the front of the mat, bend the knees, and with small steps, walk all the way to the front. And at the front, grab hold of opposite elbows, shake yes with your head, shake no with your head, bend the knees a lot, and start swinging from side to side. Let gravity pull you down towards the earth. And then let go of the elbows and you just swing the arms alongside, the left to the right and back to the left. And then come to the center, bend the knees a lot here. And then slowly, slowly we start curling and straightening out until we come all the way into standing. We're into standing, just draw the shoulders up and back and down towards the back. And then bring them to the front as well. And we're going to start with some sensitizations. So let's create a very strong base. Lift all 10 toes off the mat and then step or place toe by toe down onto the mat so that you spread the toes really wide. Then inhale, lift the heels off the mat. And with an exhale, you push them down, bring them down towards the mat. Spread the fingers wide, palms facing to the front, close the eyes here. Tuck the belly in. Inhale from the heels up to the crown of your head in mountain pose. And then exhale, send the old air all the way down through the nose towards your heels. Inhale again. Exhale, add to your base, to your feet, to your toes. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Open the eyes. Inhale, bring the arms up. palms touch at the top. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forwards. Look towards the knees. Inhale, look up, straighten out the legs if you can, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands and step back into a plank. Two options here. You can lower yourself down by dropping the knees down first, then the chin, then the chest, untucking the toes and then pushing forwards. Or if you would like to go halfway down, halfway push up, it's a chaturanga. So halfway down and then inhale, point the toes towards the back. Chest comes to the front, thighs are off the ground for an extra challenge. And then exhale everyone, push back to a downward facing dog. 3 breaths here, looking towards the navel. Spread the fingers wide, heels come down to the mat. Few breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Push the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale. Heels down to the mat. Inhale. Spread the fingers wide. Push all 10 fingers into the mat. And exhale. Very good. Then inhale. Look towards the front of the mat. Bend the knees. Jump, step, or hop all the way through. Straighten out the legs. Look up. Flat back, hands to the shins on either side of the feet. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the nose towards the knees. Keep the knees bent if you want here. Then inhale, swing the arms up. Come all the way up to standing, palms touch. And exhale, hands down the side. Inhale, very good everyone. Arms up, palms touch. Straight arms if you can. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Flat back, hands on either side of the feet or on the shins. Plant the hands, exhale, step back into a plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Hugging the elbows in, and then inhale. Upward facing dog or cobra. Roll over the toes, push back. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale, spread the fingers wide. Exhale, heels down to the mat. Inhale, push the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, look towards the navel. Inhale, tailbone up to the sky. And exhale, ground the heels into the mat. And inhale, look towards the front of the mat, bend the knees, jump, step, or hop all the way through. Straighten out the legs, look up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, nose towards the knees. Inhale, swing the arms up, palms touch. And exhale, hands down the side. One more round. Inhale, arms up, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, plant a hand, step back into your plank. 2 options, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, hugging the elbows in either way. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. Find stillness here. Inhale, spread the fingers wide. Exhale, heels down to the mat. Inhale, push the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, look towards the navel. Inhale, tailbone up to the sky. And exhale, the heels down to the mat. Inhale, look towards the front of the mat, bend the knees, jump, step, or hop all the way through. Straighten out the legs, look up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, swing the arms up all the way to the sky, palms touch. And exhale, hands down the side. Very good. Sun salutation B. Bend the knees, sit down as if there was a chair behind you. Swing the arms up into chair pose. You can keep the palms together or the hands apart. Exhale, straighten out the legs, forward fold. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into your plank. Again, 2 options, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga on an exhale. And inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, point the toes towards the back. Tuck the toes under, push back. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look towards the front of the mat, but we're only inhaling the right foot all the way through to the front. Left heel comes down. We come up into a warrior one on the right hand side. Then only on an exhale, we're going to come down again into your plank and dropping down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tuck the toes under, push back. Downward facing dog. Inhale the left foot all the way to the front, quietly if you can, right heel down. Warrior one, left hand side, arms up. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back into your plank, lower yourself down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale. Downward facing dog here. 3 breaths. If you want to drop the elbows down, if it's too much on your wrists, or come down into a child's pose at any time, feel free to do so. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Then inhale. Look towards the front of the mat. Bend the knees. See if you can hop this time. All the way through. Straighten out the legs. Look up. Exhale. Bring the nose towards the knees. Then inhale. Bend the knees. Swing the arms up. Squeeze the thighs together. Squeeze the knees together. And then exhale. Come all the way up to standing. One more round. Inhale. Utkatasana, chair pose, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. If you want, you can jump back into the chaturanga straight away. Then inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. We're inhaling the right foot all the way to the front of the mat. Left heel down, warrior one, right hand side. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back into a plank, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling the left foot quietly to the front of the mat, right heel down, warrior one, left hand side. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back into a plank, lower yourself down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here in dolphin or in child's pose to catch your breath again. Inhale, and exhale, trying to lengthen your breath here. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look towards the front of the mat. Bend the knees. If you can hop all the way through. Straighten out the legs. Look up. Flat back. Exhale. Forward fold. And inhale, bend the knees, swing the arms up. Utkatasana. And exhale, come all the way up to standing. Inhale, bring the arms up. Palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back into your plank. Drop the knees down and tuck the toes and bring yourself onto your belly this time. We're going to interlace the hands behind our back and then push them towards your sitting bones, towards your tailbone. Lift the chest off. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, final breath. Inhale. And exhale. Then bring the hands down and bring your left cheek down onto the mat. One breath here. Then come to the center again. Bring your forehead down. Lift the hands off the mat and peel the chest off the mat as far as you can without your hands touching and helping you here. Even if it's just a tiny little bit, perfectly fine. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Plant the hands, tuck the toes under, and see if you can push back to a downward facing dog from here. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look towards the navel. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. And inhale, look towards the front of the mat. We're going to inhale the right foot and step it on the outside of the right hand this time. We're going to drop the left knee down, untuck the left toes, keeping our left hand on the mat. So maybe bring it a bit further into the center, and then using your right hand to push your right knee to the outside. So you get a nice hip opener here. If you want, you can bring your right foot onto the side, onto the outside of the foot, and then stay here for 2 breaths, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, point the left toes to the back if you can. Inhale. And exhale, very good. Then place the soles of the foot down again and heel toe the foot in so it's on the mat. We're gonna let go of the right knee and bring both arms up into a low lunge. Spread the fingers wide, drop the elbows down. So we're in cactus. Cactus arms, pushing your right hip to the front. So you get a nice hip stretch here. If it's too much on your left knee, double up the mat or use any cushion or anything you have around to prop the knee onto. Spread the fingers wide, chest comes to the front, 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Frame the front foot, tuck the left toe under, and push back into a downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, lift to the front of the mat. We're only stepping the left foot now onto the outside of the left hand. Drop the right knee down, untuck the right toes. Keep the right hand on the mat, but bring it in halfway so it's in the center of the mat. Then use your left hand to push your left knee open to the side, comes into the outside of the left foot, if that's an option, and bring your right hip to the front so you get a nice hip opener here. Look over your left shoulder, 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, very good. Then bring the left hand down, heel toe, the left foot in, so it's on the mat. Then inhale, bring the arms up, bend a bit more into the front knee, spread the fingers wide, come into cactus arms, chest to the front, 2 breaths. Inhale, sink down into the front knee a little bit more. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, very good. Then bring the hands down onto the mat, and we're just gonna bring the left knee down, open up the knees, and release into a child's pose here for a few breaths. So Extend the arms to the front, drop the elbows down. If you can, push your sitting bones towards your heels and drop your forehead down onto the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Then walk the hands all the way in towards you. Bring the knees together and sit down onto your sitting bones. We're going to extend the legs right out in front of you and make your way all the way down onto your back. We're going to inhale the right knee in towards our chest and push it over to the left hand side. So it comes across the body to the left, and you open up the right hand to the right hand side of the right arm, pushing the right shoulder back into the mat. And we stay here for a spinal twist for a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the right knee back in towards your chest. Maybe start rotating into one direction, so hug the knee in, move it into a circle, and then switch direction as well. Giving your lower back, your hip, a nice little massage here. And then extend the right leg out onto the mat. Bring the left knee in towards your chest and grab hold of it with the right hand. Bring it across your body over to the right hand side. Open up the left hand and left arm to the side. Push the left shoulder back into the mat. So don't go too far. So go as far as the shoulder is still able to touch the mat. Look over the left shoulder, and we're going to stay here for a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Then inhale, come into the center, have both knees in towards your chest, and start circling them into one direction, going as big or as small as you like. If you go big, push also the lower back into the mat. So where the spine ends, maybe you can decompress some tension there as well. So really push that part of the spine, of the coccyx, into the mat. And maybe move from side to side, giving it a good stretch. And then switch direction as well. So go the opposite way. And then hug both knees into the chest, really, really tight. And take a deep breath here. Maybe lift the head off the mat, bring the forehead onto the knees. Inhale. And then exhale, release into Shavasana, into corpse pose. So spread the feet and the arms as wide as you want or can around you. Close the eyes here. Tuck the chin into the chest so the spine can straighten. And scan your body from the toes all the way up through the hips, to the shoulders, down the hands and arms and fingertips, to the crown of your head, to check that you're releasing and not holding on to anything in this posture. Maybe move the hips from side to side to make sure you're not holding on to anything there either. Soften your face. Maybe let the tongue just hang in your mouth if it's still like pressing against the top and the roof of your mouth. Make sure that there's no tension in your fingers, your shoulders. Close the eyes And try to find stillness, even if there are thoughts and things that come to your mind that you have to deal with later. For the next minute or so, try to let them pass. So see them as clouds, and they pass, and you can always get back to them later. For the next minute or so, just try to completely be still. Then slowly start wiggling the fingers and the toes, bringing your attention and awareness back to your body, to the room, the mat. And then maybe give yourself a good stretch. So bring the arms up above your head. Keep the eyes closed if you can. I know it's a temptation to open them. Give yourself a really, really good stretch as if you were to get up the first time this morning. And then we hug the knees in towards our chest and gently fall over onto the left or right side. Make a little pillow with your arm and your hands for your head. And to stay here for 2 breaths. Gently use the arms and push yourself up into seated, where we started off the first posture we took in this class. Bring the hands into your knees, ground your sitting bones into the mat. Tuck the chin in towards the chest, straighten the spine. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And open the mouth and release. In through the nose. Open the mouth. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands into heart center in a prayer. Check in with your body again. In your mind. Bow forwards. Thank yourself for showing up this morning, for practicing, and for dedicating the last hour, 30 minutes, to your own practice, to your own body, mind, and soul. Namaste.